Alright guys, welcome back. We have done the Season 6 of the Limit Breaker quest during this morning, man. And this was the run, right? We used CHOJI, White, and Noel as well. Halloween Noel. And let me tell you that, bro, we have used a couple of units here, man, in replacement of CHOJI and White, and even Noel as well, like Gin, Spirit Sword Forever with you. You know, he worked perfectly fine. You know, I did find out that, like, CHOJI was a tiny bit better than him at the end of the day because of the killer effect and non-stop paralyzing the enemies, right? Afterwards, after White, now, normally you would use Azenot, right? I did have Azenot as well, 1 out of 5. And I used both of them, but to be fair, bro, even though White have lost the 2x ranged damage because he's a melee unit, he did perform quite well and even better than Azenot at the boss stages, right? On the minion rounds, you know, when you have the mini soul reapers or the mini no affiliation enemies, they were performing exactly the same. But the big deal breaker was that, like, White did so much damage with the laceration to the bosses that it didn't even matter that Azenot was, you know, having more damage amplifiers for the stage, right? So overall I just went with White, and I do recommend playing with White instead of Azenot if you guys own him, right? Afterwards, of course, you would use, like, the best team that you can use here, in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion, is Ichibei at the first slot, the second one is White, and the third one is Retsu or Kilgei. I think Retsu, to be fair, because, you know, you do have the attribute advantage and the killer effect as well. But even Parasol Rukia was a nice unit, you know, or Tensa Zangetsu or Senjumaru. Overall, you can use anyone right here, bro, as long as you're not at a disadvantage. And as you can see, man, if you're looking at the run and stuff here and there, bro, CHOJI, whenever we are playing with CHOJI, bro, he's paralyzing the bosses non-stop every single time with almost every attack, in fact, right? So that could be something that is really, really good. Now, the Noel stage, I mean, I wouldn't use Noel if it's not 5-5, and I do know that not a lot of people have a 5-5 Noel, right? She did a ton of damage to the bosses, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't, like, overall at the minion rounds, it wasn't that good, right? Especially because of the first strong attack. The first strong attack doesn't do that much damage, and yeah, it can be a hit or miss with Noel. Bonus things are that, like, Noel is not even immune against the fire on the ground, right? So that's another thing to take a look at, right? But overall, man, White was performing exceptionally well, especially the bosses, you know, the boss rooms and stuff. CHOJI was surprising to me. Yes, he did have everything that you need for the room and stuff, you know, like the amplifiers, but I didn't expect him to be this good, that's for sure. And I didn't expect him to paralyze the enemies non-stop. CHOJI might be a sleeper unit, bro, in IT and all of these maneuvers, you know, like farming lobbies and stuff. Everyone knew that he's a good farmer, but I don't know, bro, he performed exceptionally well, right, today, in my humble opinion. Now, again, I would use someone else instead of Noel, definitely. I did use a couple of different units and stuff instead of Noel, like Tensa Zangetsu and Rukia and stuff like that, but yeah, to me Noel worked the best because I had the most dupes out of Noel, right? So if you have, I don't know, a 5-5 Tensa, but you have a 1 out of 5 Senjumaru, I would go with the Tensa Zangetsu, if you know what I mean, even though Senjumaru would be a better unit overall, right? The dupe levels are definitely something that you have to look at when you're playing this game mode. Now, we are at stage 17 here with the White and stuff. Here and there I'm getting damaged, but fortunately it's not that big of a deal because you can heal back to full. With Noel, I did use my special during stage 18 because that way we can do a ton of damage under a short period of time, and afterwards just trying to, like, do as many stages as possible, right? I almost did 24 stages here, which wouldn't be that bad, but I don't know if I can, to be fair, because I think this run was pretty good enough, and yeah, I think I played it kinda okay-ish, you know, here and there definitely we did get hit, but it wasn't that much of a deal breaker, if you know what I mean. And yeah, man, maybe with the Noel right here, you know, at stage 21, I was kind of fumbling the bag because I didn't use my second skill and stuff in time. And yeah, maybe I should have, like, gathered the enemies a little bit easier and stuff, you get the point. Or maybe just changing a link to have more recharge on the Noel, that could be a thing as well. So maybe stage 24 is possible, but yeah, again, I'm not really sure. Especially because stage 24 would be Noel again, right? And that's kinda hard, you know. I'm sure Unohana is breezing through these stages like it's nothing, and it's not even comparable, or Ichibei, or let's think like Kilgei and stuff, but again, I do not have those options. So this is the team that I was working with today, and these were our dupe levels, right? Unfortunately, on the CHOJI, I didn't have a T-set. I've been hunting for a T-set for 3 years now, and that's the only item that I'm missing, so I mean, it is what it is, you know? White was 1 out of 5 as well, with full stammy, and damage to the lacerated enemies 40%. I do think that that's a better skill during this occasion, because we are inflicting the laceration non-stop, it's not even close, right? On the Noelle, we did go with long stride, because she's not immune against the floor, and it's important to evade the fire, right? Now again, at slot 1, you can go with like Gin, you can go with like Toshiro and stuff if you don't have Ichibei. At slot 2 you definitely can go Asnot. It's not that big of a deal if you're playing with White or you're playing with Asnot. It's almost the same. I did find out that like White is a tiny bit better though in my humble opinion. And we did have Nini as well. Nini is a fantastic option, or 7th anniversary Ichigo if you're lacking units. At slot 3, again, flexible slot, you can go Unohana, you can go Kilge, you can go Parasol Rukia, stuff like that, you get the point. Tensa, Zangetsu, Senjumaru, lot of options. Thank you guys for watching, man. Let me know how many stages you were able to do, and what was the team that you used today. Again, unfortunately, we didn't really have like the best team right now, but that can change, you know, next season maybe I'm gonna have the units and stuff, you get the point, right? Thank you again for watching, man. Have a beautiful day / night wherever you are. Take care, and bye bye.